Okay, guys, go ahead and put your pencils down or just write that last sentence there, and let's close out our lesson. So I'm going to be calling on some of you. I want you to share with me. I've talked to some of you. You did a good job. I want you to share out either one of your text evidence, what you learned about your vocabulary. Then we're going to go do our after reading poll. Carrington, give me either a vocabulary word you chose, or give me something that your text evidence helped you answer in your activity. One or the other. Speak up for it.
I had to take evidence where I found the answer in the paragraph.
Which question?
Question one.
Which question one? Where you found the answer. Where did you find your answer?
Paragraph one.
Paragraph one. So when you did your two choices and you got your answer, did it help you answer the question? Did it help you answer the question than before? How did you get a chance to finish your activity? Okay. All right. Ricky, share. Give me something. How did your text evidence help you with your activity?
My text evidence helped me because it helped me figure out the two best answers that I could pick.
All right. So when you chose your best two, did you get the answer correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good. Jacoda, give me a vocabulary word that you chose, other than convection currents.
I chose formula.
All right. And did you write your definition down?
Yes.
What is formulate?
To come up with or develop.
All right, good job. All right, thank you. And Miss Najada, you did a good job on doing something for me. All right, so tell me what you learned about. Tell me what you learned about convection currents inside of Earth.
I learned that for the convection currents in the mantle actually has cool air. The cool air will happen when warm air rises.
Okay.
When it rises, it will cool down and it sinks.
Okay. So was that similar to what we learned when we talked about the oceans? It's slightly different. I love that. Thank you. All right, guys. So let's click on our after reading poll. Everybody go to your after reading poll. All right. So the cool thing about the after reading poll is that it's the same question. It's the same question. So read the question again and see if you still are going to stay with your answer, or are you going to change it after you've read your article? What are you going to do? You're going to stay the same? You're going to change? If you change, I want to talk to you talk to those of you that change. So if you changed anything, raise your hand. Let me know. If you stayed the same, let me know. Okay, what you got, Nakai? Why did you stay the same?
Because all the rocks have a unique shape inside.
So did you read that inside of your article? All right, good. So go ahead and on the back, go ahead and write your final summary for Ms. Burgess. And you know you're going to take that and you're going to give that to me at the end of class. Put my first try score on there. If you didn't finish, I want you to put that on there too so I know who you are. I'll give you time. By teaching science, I think it's very important as a science teacher to always bring in, to have a cross curriculum where you're always bringing in math and reading so that they're not just so isolated. So we use strategies in science as well. And even though there might be slight different from reading, they're really not. And practicing with those students and guiding them through that piece of it to let them know it's not anything new. Achieve helps me year round. And it helps me year round because, again, given that new life that I spoke of earlier about students that come into my classroom, they might come in as low readers. But I explain to them it doesn't matter where you are. And we want to see growth, and that Achieve program allows me to have that bond with them so that they're actually seeing growth throughout the year. So we're not waiting to the test to do strategies. We're doing it from day one. And so with that, they take ownership once again about their learning. And it helps them with their reading, and it helps them with those big science words that's also in here that they stay away from. But with the Achieve, they don't stay away from it anymore. They're more comfortable with reading larger passages. I had a student today ask me, my articles are becoming longer and longer. And I said, why do you think that is? And I explained to her why, and she was like, oh, I said, so don't back away from the challenge. I said, that means that you're doing a great job. And if your articles are getting longer, that means that your lexile is increasing, and that means that you're doing what you're supposed to do. So I told her I was very proud of her on that end of it. So that's what it brings to my classroom as a science teacher. The best advice that I would give to a new teacher is that if you set the tone and if you set the expectation at the beginning, any student that comes in your classroom, they will perform for you. If you show interest and if you're constantly engaged with them, they will give you that same enthusiasm back, and you would be amazed at what they learn throughout. And if you look at Achieve as a part of your lesson instead of not being isolated, it makes the job so much easier. It makes the job so much easier. And that's not only for a new teacher, but that's just for a seasoned teacher wherever you are in your career. It's not a separate tool. It's a tool to use to increase. It's for the students. It's for the students. And as teachers, we're just there to kind of help them engage in that program there. And when you teach them that, they'll give you gold. They really will.